Lucio's fingers hovered over the keyboard, his heart pounding like a drum in his chest. It was late at night in his small apartment in Chicago, the city lights flickering through the window like distant stars. With a deep breath, he hit send on the email confessing his deepest secret. His love for Jordan, his colleague at the prestigious law firm where they both worked. But in his nervousness, he selected the wrong distribution list. Not Jordan's personal email, but the entire executive board. The next morning, chaos erupted. Lucio arrived at the office to find whispers trailing him like shadows. His boss, Mr. Hargrove, a stern man in his 50s with a reputation for zero tolerance on personal distractions, called him into the conference room immediately. "Explain this," Hargrove demanded, slamming a printed copy of the email on the table. Lucio's face drained of color as he read his own words. "Jordan, I've hidden my feelings for too long. In a world that doesn't always understand us, you're the light that guides me. I love you." The board had seen it all. His vulnerability, his orientation, everything he had kept buried under layers of professionalism. Jordan, meanwhile, was in his cubicle across the floor, staring at his screen in disbelief. He had received the email too, but so had everyone else. At 28, Jordan was the firm's rising star, a brilliant litigator from a conservative family in Texas who had moved to Chicago to escape the suffocating expectations back home. He was gay, yes, but deeply closeted, terrified of the repercussions on his career and family ties. The email felt like a bomb detonating in his carefully constructed life. He glanced up and caught Lucio's eye through the glass walls. Panic mirrored in both their gazes. Lucio sat in the conference room, the air thick with tension. Hargrove paced, his tie askew. "This isn't just about you, son. This firm represents high-profile clients. We can't have scandals." Lucio's mind raced. He had joined Hargrove and Associates 2 years ago, fresh out of law school, drawn by the promise of making a difference in corporate law. But now his personal life was on trial. "It was a mistake," Lucio stammered. "I meant it for Jordan privately." Hargrove's eyes narrowed. "And that makes it better? We're not in the business of office romances, especially this kind." The unspoken word hung heavy. Gay. By lunchtime, the rumors had spread like wildfire. Colleagues avoided Lucio's desk, some shooting sympathetic looks, others judgmental stares. Sarah, his closest work friend, pulled him aside in the break room. "Lucio, what were you thinking? The board's talking about sensitivity training, but I heard whispers of termination." Lucio leaned against the counter, his coffee forgotten. "I wasn't thinking. I love him, Sarah. For months, we've been dancing around it. Late nights working cases, shared lunches, those moments where it felt real. But now, the confession had shattered the illusion of safety. Jordan, avoiding the office frenzy, stepped out for air. The Chicago wind whipped through the streets, mirroring the storm in his mind. His phone buzzed, his mother calling from Dallas. He ignored it, knowing she'd hear eventually through family friends in the legal world. Jordan's upbringing had been rigid. Church every Sunday, expectations of marriage and grandkids. Coming out wasn't an option. It would mean disownment. Yet Lucio's words resonated. Jordan had felt the spark too. The way their conversations lingered, the accidental brushes of hands. But love? That was a risk he couldn't afford. Back at the office, Lucio was summoned to HR. Ms. Patel, the director, sat with a folder open. "We're investigating for any policy violations. In the meantime, you're on paid leave." Lucio's stomach dropped. "Leave? But I have cases." She cut him off. "This is for your protection too." The email's gone viral internally. As he packed his things, Jordan finally approached. "Lucio, we need to talk." His voice was low, urgent. They stepped into an empty meeting room, the door clicking shut like a trap. "Why now? Why like this?" Jordan's eyes were stormy. Lucio swallowed hard. "I couldn't hold it in anymore. Every day, pretending we're just friends. It was killing me." Jordan ran a hand through his hair. "You think it's easy for me? My family's old school. If this gets out." He trailed off, the weight of unspoken fears crushing them both. Lucio reached out, But Jordan stepped back. Not here. Not now. The rejection stung, but Lucio understood. The walls had ears, and their world was crumbling. That evening, Lucio returned home, the apartment feeling emptier than ever. His phone rang, his sister, Emily, from New York. I heard through the grapevine. Are you okay? Lucio collapsed on the couch. No. I screwed up everything. Emily, always the supportive one, sighed. Coming out isn't easy, especially at work. But hiding forever isn't living. Lucio thought of his own family. Progressive parents in California who had accepted him years ago. But Jordan's situation was different. A minefield of tradition and expectation. Jordan, alone in his sleek condo overlooking Lake Michigan, finally answered his mother's call. Honey, is everything all right? I got a strange email from your firm. His heart stopped. The board had forwarded it? It's nothing, Mom. A glitch. But lies piled on lies. As he hung up, doubt crept in. Was Lucio worth the risk? The email had forced his hand, exposing cracks in his facade. For the first time, Jordan allowed himself to imagine a life without secrets. But the cost loomed large. The next day, Lucio met Jordan at a quiet cafe far from the office. Tension crackled between them. I didn't mean to out you, Lucio said softly. Jordan nodded, his coffee untouched. I know. But now what? The firm's watching. My family's suspicious. They talked for hours, unraveling threads of fear and desire. Lucio shared stories of his coming out, the freedom it brought despite the pain. Jordan confessed his internal battles, the guilt of living a double life. As the sun set, Jordan leaned in. Maybe this is our chance to fight for us. But doubt flickered in his eyes. Lucio felt a glimmer of hope, but the road ahead was fraught with obstacles. The confession had ignited a firestorm, and neither knew if they could survive the flames. Weeks passed in a blur of uncertainty. Lucio's paid leave stretched on, a limbo that gnawed at his sanity. He spent days pacing his apartment, replaying the email mishap in his mind. How could one click unravel everything? Job applications piled up on his desk, but his heart wasn't in them. The firm had been his dream, fighting for corporate accountability, making a mark in a cutthroat world. Now, it felt like a prison he had escaped, but at what price? Jordan, back at work, navigated the minefield with forced normalcy. Colleagues tiptoed around him, their questions veiled in politeness. Everything okay with that email thing? One asked during a team meeting. Jordan forced a smile. Misunderstanding cleared up, but inside, turmoil raged. Nights were sleepless, filled with visions of Lucio's earnest face. He had started texting Lucio secretly, small messages that grew into deep conversations. Miss working with you, Jordan wrote one evening. Lucio replied instantly, miss you more. The pressure from home intensified. Jordan's father, a retired judge, called unexpectedly. Son, rumors are flying in legal circles. What's this about an inappropriate email? Jordan's grip tightened on the phone. It's nothing, Dad. Office prank gone wrong. His father grunted. Better be. We didn't raise you to get tangled in scandals. Remember your cousin Mark? Came out, lost everything. Family, job, respect. The warning hit like a punch. Mark had been erased from family gatherings, a ghost story to deter deviation. Lucio, seeking solace, visited his parents in San Francisco during a weekend trip. The California sun felt mocking against his inner storm. We're proud of you no matter what, his mother said over dinner. His father nodded. Fight for your rights at that firm. Discrimination's illegal. But Lucio shook his head. It's not just the job. It's Jordan. He's terrified. His parents exchanged glances. Love shouldn't come at the cost of your well-being, his mother advised. Lucio knew she was right, but letting go felt impossible. Back in Chicago, a breakthrough came. Jordan invited Lucio to his condo for dinner, risky, but necessary. The air hummed with unspoken words as they shared pasta and wine. I've been thinking, Jordan said, setting down his glass, about us, about coming out. Lucio's heart soared. Really? Jordan nodded, but his eyes betrayed hesitation. Slowly. Maybe start with HR. Claim the email was a hack or something. Lucio frowned. Lie? That doesn't sit right. Jordan sighed. Truth could destroy me. The conversation turned heated. You can't hide forever, Lucio argued. It's eating you alive. Jordan stood, pacing. Easy for you to say. Your family's accepting. Mine? They'd cut me off. Lucio reached for him. Then choose me. Choose us. Jordan pulled away. I want to, but the firm. Clients are conservative. One wrong move and my career's over. The night ended in stalemate. A kiss that tasted of desperation and doubt. The firm escalated matters. Hargrove called Jordan into his office. We've decided to reinstate Lucio, but with conditions. Separate projects. No collaboration. Jordan's pulse quickened. Why tell me? Hargrove leaned back. Because that email involved you. We need assurance this won't affect performance. Jordan nodded stiffly. It won't. But as he left, anger simmered. The firm was treating them like liabilities, not people. Lucio returned to work amid awkward greetings. His desk felt foreign, piled with new cases. Sarah whispered updates. Boards implementing diversity training because of this. Silver lining? Lucio forced a laugh. Yeah, my screw-up sparks change. But seeing Jordan across the room, avoiding eye contact, hurt more than isolation. A betrayal loomed. Jordan's ex, Chris, a flamboyant artist from his college days, reappeared via text. Heard about the email drama. Need to talk. They met at a bar, old flames flickering. Chris, openly gay and unapologetic, challenged Jordan. Why hide? Lucio outed you, own it. Jordan confided his fears. Chris leaned in. Or let me help you forget him. The temptation was real, an escape from the pressure. But Jordan pulled back. I can't. News of the meeting reached Lucio through mutual friends. Hurt. He confronted Jordan in the parking garage after hours. Chris? Really? Jordan's face paled. It was nothing. Just talking. Lucio's voice cracked. While I'm fighting for us, you're hedging bets? Jordan grabbed his arm. I'm scared. Okay? This is all new. Tears welled in Lucio's eyes. Fear's no excuse for betrayal. He walked away, leaving Jordan in the shadows. The rift deepened. Lucio threw himself into work, excelling on a high-stakes merger case. Recognition came, but it felt hollow without Jordan. Jordan, meanwhile, faced a family visit. His parents arrived in Chicago, oblivious to the undercurrents. Over dinner, his mother probed. Any special someone? Jordan hesitated. Maybe. His father's brow furrowed. She better be from good stock. The assumption stung, reinforcing the walls around his truth. A turning point arrived during a firm event, a charity gala. Lucio and Jordan were both attending, unavoidable. Dressed in tuxedos, they circled each other like planets in orbit. Finally, in a quiet corner, Jordan whispered, I'm sorry about Chris. It meant nothing. Lucio searched his eyes. Prove it. Jordan took a breath. I'm telling HR tomorrow. About us. Hope reignited, but doubt lingered. Was this genuine, or another delay? As the night wore on, a drunk colleague made a homophobic joke at their expense. Laughter rippled, but Lucio stood tall. That's not funny. The room fell silent. Jordan, heart-pounding, joined him. He's right. The stand was small but seismic, their first public alliance. The gala's aftermath rippled through the firm like aftershocks. Whispers turned to open discussions. Some colleagues applauded Lucio and Jordan's courage. Others distanced themselves. Hargrove called a meeting with both. Your little stunt last night? Not appreciated. But the diversity committee wants inclusion workshops. Lucio smirked inwardly. His mishap was forcing change. Jordan, however, felt exposed, a target on his back. Home life cracked further for Jordan. His parents, staying an extra week, sensed tension. You're distant, his mother said over breakfast. Jordan stared at his eggs. Work stress. His father pressed. Or that email scandal? Be honest, son. Jordan's resolve wavered, but he nodded. It was about me. I'm gay. Silence descended like a guillotine. His mother gasped, tears forming. How could you? His father stood, face red. This is a phase. We'll get you help. Jordan's voice shook. It's who I am. The confrontation escalated. Think of the family name, his father bellowed. Your grandparents built our legacy on values. Jordan countered. Values that exclude love? His mother sobbed. We love you, but it's wrong. They left early, vowing to pray for him. Alone, Jordan called Lucio. They know. It's bad. Lucio rushed over, holding him as tears fell. You're not alone anymore. At work, challenges mounted. A major client, a conservative corporation, caught wind of the office drama. They threatened to pull out unless distractions were handled. Hargrove pressured Jordan. Distance yourself from Lucio, or risk your position. Jordan's moral compass spun. Betray Lucio for career security? The choice tore at him. Lucio, sensing Jordan's withdrawal, confronted him in the copy room. What's going on? Jordan confessed the ultimatum. Lucio's eyes widened. And you're considering it? Jordan looked away. My future's on the line. Hurt flashed across Lucio's face. Our future. The argument spilled into the hallway, drawing stares. Choose, Jordan. Us or them. Jordan chose silence, burying himself in work. Days blurred into isolation. Lucio, heartbroken, sought advice from Emily. He's folding under pressure. She sighed. Love tests us. Give him time, but don't lose yourself. Lucio nodded, but resolve hardened. He wouldn't beg. A twist came via an anonymous tip. Chris had leaked details to the client, jealous of Jordan's indecision. Jordan, furious, confronted Chris. Why? Chris sneered. You string me along, then choose the closet case? Wake up. The betrayal stung, mirroring Jordan's own waffling. Reeling, Jordan turned to therapy. A secret session recommended by Sarah. The therapist probed. What's the cost of hiding? Jordan admitted. Everything real. Insights dawned. His family's love was conditional, his career fragile, but authenticity, priceless. Meanwhile, Lucio faced his own trial. A promotion opportunity arose, but with strings, relocate to New York away from Jordan. Tempting a fresh start. He waited. Escape the pain or fight? I love him, he told Sarah. But love shouldn't hurt this much. Jordan made a decision. He scheduled a meeting with Hargrove. I'm not backing down. If the client leaves, so be it. Hargrove raised an eyebrow. Bold, but foolish. Jordan stood firm. Integrity over profit. Word spread. Respect grew among peers. Reconciliation beckoned. Jordan showed up at Lucio's door with flowers. I chose us. Lucio hesitated. After everything? Jordan explained his journey, the therapy, the stand. I'm out. To everyone. They embraced, tears mixing. But trust was fractured. The relationship deepened amid trials. Dates turned intimate, not physical but emotional, sharing scars. Lucio opened up about past rejections. Jordan about family estrangement. Bonds strengthened, but shadows lingered. Society's backlash hit. Online trolls targeted them after a firm newsletter mentioned diversity efforts. Hate mail arrived. Lucio's car was keyed. This is the price, Jordan said grimly. Lucio nodded. Worth it for you. Family mending began tentatively. Jordan's mother called, voice soft. I miss you. No apology but a crack. His father remained silent. Lucio's parents visited, offering support. Build your own family, his dad advised. A major case tested them, representing a LGBTQ+ employee in a discrimination suit. Assigned together despite rules, they excelled. Victory in court felt triumphant, a validation. But doubt crept back. Jordan received a job offer from a progressive firm in LA. Higher pay. Acceptance. We could start over, he told Lucio. Lucio paused. What about here? Our fight. Jordan's eyes pleaded. I'm tired of battling. The choice loomed. Stay and endure, or flee for peace. Lucio felt torn, loyalty to the cause versus personal happiness. The job offer from LA hung over them like a promise of salvation. Jordan paced his condo, brochure in hand. Sunshine, acceptance, a fresh slate. Lucio sat on the couch, arms crossed. Running away? We just started fighting here. The debate raged late into the night. Jordan argued for escape. We've paid enough. Hate. Isolation. Lucio countered. Change happens by staying. Think of the impact at the firm. No resolution. Sleep came fitfully. Work intensified the divide. The discrimination cases Wynn brought acclaim, but also enemies. A senior partner, opposed to woke agendas, undermined them in meetings. Focus on billables, not personal crusades. Jordan snapped back. This is justice. Lucio watched, proud but wary. Jordan's fire was new, fragile. Personal tolls mounted. Lucio's health suffered. Stress-induced migraines kept him home. Jordan nursed him, guilt gnawing. This is my fault, the email. Lucio smiled weakly. Our fault, but we're in it together. Intimacy grew in vulnerability, confessions deepening bonds. Jordan's family rift widened. A letter arrived from his father. Until you come to your senses, no contact. Heartbroken, Jordan burned it. They chose hate. Lucio held him. Give them time. But optimism waned. Society's mirror reflected harshly. At a pride event, their first public outing, protesters jeered. Sinners, one shouted. Jordan flinched, old wounds reopening. Lucio stood firm, hand in his. Ignore them. But inside, Jordan questioned, was visibility worth the venom? A moral quandary arose. The firm landed a client with anti-LGBTQ+ policies. Hargrove assigned it to Jordan. Prove your professionalism. Jordan agonized. Take it for career points or refuse on principle. He confided in Lucio. Accepting makes me a hypocrite. Lucio nodded. Then don't. Jordan declined, citing ethics. Hargrove fumed. You're on thin ice. Repercussions followed. Jordan was sidelined from key projects, his star dimming. Resentment built. This is what staying gets us, he told Lucio bitterly. Lucio empathized but urged perseverance. We're paving the way. Betrayal struck again. From within. Sarah, trusted ally, leaked details of their relationship to gossip sites, seeking attention. Discovered via an article, Lucio confronted her. Why? Tears streamed. Jealousy. You two have something real. The hurt cut deep. Friendships fractured. Isolated, they leaned on each other. Weekend getaways to the countryside offered respite. Walks by lakes. Talks under stars. Remember our first case together? Lucio reminisced. Jordan smiled. You argued like a lion. Nostalgia fueled hope. But reality intruded. Lucio's promotion to New York resurfaced. Take it, Jordan said one night. I'll follow eventually. Lucio's eyes widened. Split up? No. Jordan sighed. Temporary. For our sanity. The idea tempted, but felt like surrender. A crisis peaked. Jordan's mother showed up unannounced. Eyes red. I can't lose you. They talked for hours, tears, truths. She admitted fears rooted in ignorance. I'll try to understand. A bridge mended, tentative. Emboldened, Jordan pushed back at work. He rallied colleagues for a petition. Inclusive policies. Signatures poured in, Hargrove conceded workshops. Victory tasted sweet, but exhausting. Lucio, meanwhile, declined New York. My place is here, with you. Jordan's gratitude shone. Thank you. Their commitment solidified, but questions lingered. How much more could they endure? External pressures mounted. A lawsuit threat from the conservative client, defamation over the email leak. The firm defended them, but stress soared. Therapy became joint, unpacking traumas. In a quiet moment, Jordan proposed. Not marriage yet, but a promise. Us against the world. Lucio accepted. Rings exchanged in private. Symbol of defiance. Yet cracks appeared. Jordan's LA offer deadline loomed. One last chance, he said. Lucio felt panic. Choosing that is choosing escape over us. The argument exploded. I'm choosing survival, Jordan yelled. Silence followed, heavy with regret. Reconciliation came slowly. Apologies whispered, embraces tight. But the seed of doubt grew. Was love enough against relentless odds? The LA offers deadline approached like a ticking clock. Jordan stared at the email, cursor blinking. Accept or decline. Lucio watched from across the room, tension palpable. Whatever you choose, I'm with you. But his voice cracked, betraying fear. Jordan hit decline. We're staying. Relief washed over Lucio, but Jordan's eyes held sacrifice. For us. Work dynamics shifted post-petition. Inclusion workshops began. Attitudes softened. A young intern came out, crediting them. You gave me courage. Jordan smiled, purpose renewed. But scars remained, whispers, exclusions. Family healing progressed unevenly. Jordan's mother visited more, bringing awkward but genuine efforts. Books on LGBTQ+ issues, questions without judgment. His father sent a curt email. Thinking, progress, glacial. Lucio's family provided balance. A group vacation to the Rockies, hiking, laughter. Jordan bonded with them, tasting unconditional love. This is what I missed, he confided. Lucio nodded. Now it's yours. Society's grind continued. Media spotlight after the case win brought interviews. How do you navigate love and law? One reporter asked. Jordan answered honestly. With pain but persistence. Backlash followed, online harassment, doxing threats. They fortified security, but paranoia crept in. A moral crossroads emerged. The firm offered Jordan a partnership track if he toned down advocacy. Be the face of progress, but quietly. Temptation tugged. Stability, prestige. Lucio sensed it. Don't compromise. Jordan wrestled internally. For our future? But ethics won, he refused. I'd lose myself. Consequences hit. Demotion whispers circulated. Jordan confronted Hargrove. Punishing integrity? Hargrove shrugged. Business. Jordan's anger boiled, but he channeled it into a side project. Pro bono work for LGBTQ+ rights. Lucio supported, but burnout loomed. Late nights apart strained them. We need balance, Lucio said over dinner. Jordan agreed, planning a date night. Simple movie, walk. But a homophobic encounter shattered peace. Slurs from passersby. Jordan froze. Lucio defended. Back off. Fists nearly flew, but they escaped. Shaken, Jordan whispered. Is this our life? Reflection deepened. Therapy sessions explored. Was resilience infinite? Boundaries matter, the therapist said. They set them, less work, more life. A betrayal from the past resurfaced. Chris contacted Jordan, apologetic. I was wrong, but ulterior motives revealed. A tell-all book pitch. Jordan rejected, but damage loomed, privacy invaded. United, they sued for defamation. The battle was grueling, exposing vulnerabilities in court. Describe your relationship, the lawyer probed. Jordan did, voice steady. Victory came, but exhausted. Post-trial, awakening dawned. We've survived hell, Lucio said. Jordan nodded. And grown. Their love, forged in fire, felt unbreakable. But a final test, Jordan's father called. Come home. Talk. Jordan went, Lucio by his side. The Dallas home felt foreign. His father, aged, admitted. I was wrong. Fear ruled me. Tears flowed. Reconciliation tentative. Proud of you, he said. Jordan's heart mended partially. Back in Chicago, normalcy beckoned. Promotions earned fairly. Respect hard-won. They bought a house, symbol of commitment. Yet questions lingered. Had the costs outweighed joys? In quiet moments, doubts surfaced. With the house came new beginnings. Unpacking boxes in their cozy Chicago suburb home, Lucio and Jordan laughed over old photos. Pre-email days, innocent smiles. Look how naive we were, Jordan teased. Lucio pulled him close. And look what we've built. The space felt like sanctuary, walls echoing with hope. Work stabilized. The firm, under pressure from positive press, promoted both. Jordan led diversity initiatives. Lucio handled landmark cases. Colleagues became allies, the culture shifting subtly. Family ties strengthened. Jordan's parents visited, awkward at first but warming. "This home suits you," his mother said, hugging Lucio. His father nodded approval. "You've done well." Acceptance, hard-earned. Society's acceptance grew incrementally. They spoke at conferences, inspiring others. "Our story shows change is possible," Lucio said on stage. Applause thundered, but Jordan whispered later, "At what price?" Indeed, the toll lingered. Nightmares of exposure plagued Jordan. Lucio battled anxiety. Therapy continued, unpacking layers. "Trauma doesn't vanish," the therapist noted. They learned coping, meditation, travel. Community formed. LGBTQ+ friends gathered for dinners, sharing stories. "You two are icons," one said. Jordan blushed. "Just survivors." But internal conflicts resurfaced. Lucio wanted kids, adoption, surrogacy. Jordan hesitated. "With our past? The world's still harsh." Debates ensued, testing bonds. "We can protect them," Lucio argued. Jordan conceded slowly, dreaming of family. A societal backlash wave hit. New laws threatening rights. They marched in protests, voices raised. Exhaustion mounted, but purpose fueled. Personal growth peaked. Jordan wrote a memoir, anonymous at first, then owned. Shadows of the Heart, detailing their journey. Sales soared. Messages poured in. "You saved me." Lucio, inspired, mentored young lawyers. "Fight your truths." As years blurred, their love evolved, deeper, resilient. Anniversaries celebrated quietly, reflecting on the email that started it all. "Best mistake ever," Lucio joked. Jordan smiled. "Transformed us." But in quiet, Jordan pondered choices. Had hiding longer been wiser? Lucio countered, "No regrets." The story circled back to essence. Love amid adversity. They stood on their porch, watching sunset. "We've paid dearly," Jordan said. Lucio nodded. "But gained more." Was forcing change through personal sacrifice the right path? Or should one prioritize self-preservation in a hostile world?